Hi guys, I am Mehmet Akıncılar, founder of Bizero. Bizero is a kind of bicycle sharing system company. You know all examples in your cities. We differently make a pedal assisted electric bicycle and accessible for you to remove all slopes in your cities. And yes, we perform all operations and duties in our team. And we are all students at Boğaziçi University, Istanbul, Turkey. And you know, there is no any vehicle, transportation vehicle, in distances under 1 kilometer in our cities. That's the first or last mile problem. And bike sharing systems try to solve these problems. And maybe the fastest growing market in the world. There are new examples, you know, of a mobile stationless concept. You can rent or return bike anywhere to anywhere in China. And due to that, there are a lot of bicycle dust in China. To solve all these type of problems, we generated a new way. We don't need to any physical station, you know, and we use now a GPS-based virtual stations and also alarm with Bluetooth wheel lock. And we daily maintain our bicycles in nice, and we are charging our batteries. Also, we are the first e-bike sharing system in Turkey. Our usage fee is almost free. It is just 0.6 cents for a minute, and there is no any deposit in here. And its break-even point, our bicycles, just a year, and maybe the cheapest example in the world. And we reach now 1,250 registered users just in Boğaziçi University with 10 bicycles. And our weekly growth rate is 30%. We took also $6K from our sponsor Vestel to support our revenue model with sponsorship revenues. And we self-fund our project up to now with our scholarships, you know, and some funding, hours, and sales. For 6 more campuses, we need $300K. And thank you. Devam edeyim. Ben eksi görünce minus ISO and
I'll give you 15 extra seconds in the Q&A. Go ahead.
Okay.
So the e-bike, the lock, the Bluetooth wheel lock, how's that work?
There is no any lock for that bicycle because we are just in a campus. It is secure enough. And for local areas especially, we use in here a kind of electronic Bluetooth lock, and you can't move it. And if you move it without any permission, the alarm which we activate.
And from your phone, you can stop the alarm?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So I certainly, with the traffic that you have in Istanbul, I hope you're very successful with this model. But you know, obviously the climate here, you have winter months, etc. How do you think seasonality will affect the seasons will affect the use of the bicycles?
In Istanbul?
In the winter, more specifically.
We calculate our using time just 10 months in a year because winter is coming, you know.
Now you sound like Game of Thrones. Winter is coming.
So these are all going to be in schools, right?
In the beginning, yes, but we also target the local areas in public spaces, you know.
So eventually this is going to be everywhere, not just in schools.
Yeah.
Because in schools, the students,
kind of poison, you know, campuses to scale.
in the schools, the students have enough strength to just use a regular bike. And it's not they don't really have to go more than a couple of miles, I would think. So why use the electric bikes
because
for this?
there are so many slopes, especially in like Istanbul, and you know, we began this project to solve our own problems first, because in both universities there are huge slopes, maybe the most huge slope in Turkey.
That would be a deal breaker at Boğaziçi. Big slope.
So my biggest worry with this is the unit economics. If you look at all the, I mean, you mentioned some of the bike sharing companies. They're growing fast, but they're losing a crap ton of money. So I saw some like operating costs, but the main thing is maintenance costs. It's everyone has underestimated the amount it needs. So how have you thought through that, and how, in terms of scaling this out? Because this looks like it's going to need a lot more maintenance than the, you know, the mobikes.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. In fact, most of them decide that it's just cheaper to junk it and replace it with a new bike.
I think so, but our bicycle is more expensive, but we target with this type of bicycle more user. For example, OFO just for a bike reach 20 or 50 users, just a bike. We now hundreds of users, just a bike we can reach. But it is better because
So you're saying there's less maintenance
smooth
costs?
driving system, and there is no any getting tired situation, you know.
Okay.
One last question.
They're electric, but how do you charge the battery? You know, what's the battery system? I guess?
Now we use battery swapping technique. You know, we just change batteries. But next step, we use solar panels on it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.